Hi, I'm Lin.
And I'm Leo. Welcome back to Yoga with Lin and Leo.
Yes, and today's day 5 of our yoga course.
Absolutely. So all you're going to need today is a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, then a couple of foam pads will be fine.
Okay, so hopefully you're on your mat, ready for Ardha Mukha Svanasana, dog head down. Placing the hands forward, tucking your toes under, and coming up into Ardha Mukha Svanasana, extending those heels away from you. So as you already have understood so far, hopefully, that we have to work on the base of the pose. Press strongly into the palms and lift through the whole of the arm. Lift through the center of the body, lift up through the pelvis and push those thighs back as far as you can. Looking forward, and now jump or step those legs for Uttanasana. So again, if the hamstrings are really tight, then place your hands either onto a couple of bricks or your shins, or see that you're in the pose where you can actually still extend the spine. It may be that you have to take your hands to a chair. This is fine. If you're practicing more of the classical action and you have that mobility, take your hands beside your foot bones. Coming into this action. Just letting the whole of the spine release down, let the head release down, and just take a few deeper, longer inhalations and exhalations. Taking the hands in front, placing your palms down and jumping or stepping the feet back for Ardha Mukha Svanasana, dog head down. And again, this time, again being aware of your framework and extending strongly back with those thighs, hitting the back of the thigh, opening the backs of the knees strongly. Taking a few deeper inhalations in this action, looking forward and now jumping or stepping the feet towards the hands. Coming to the classic Uttanasana, taking your hands beside your feet. And again, if you've got tight hamstrings and your hands are a little bit higher, then that's fine too. Just be where you are in your practice. Continue to lift through your thighs and be aware again of that challenge of the buttock. You've got to see that the back of the creases move towards the back of the waist, so that you find that point where you have to pull up your kneecaps and thighs. You're challenging your balance in your Uttanasana action. And then walking your hands forward and coming up into Tadasana. Roll your shoulders back and down and take a few breaths in your Tadasana. Just see that you're pulling up through the leg bones, through the abdomen, opening your chest, soft inhalation and exhalation. So we're coming for balance now. We're coming for our standing position. It's a lateral action called Ardha Chandrasana. So we take this pose from some of the poses you've already practiced, so there's going to be a familiarity with this action. So taking your fingers towards your chest and then jumping your legs apart. Be in this position, extending the arms, turning your back foot in and the whole of your front foot and leg out. We come for Trikonasana, keeping this back leg absolutely straight and strong. Come for your Trikonasana, be in this action, take your hands to your shin, extend the top arm up and lift this top hip up. Then place the hand onto your hip and bend your front knee. Bend the front knee. So you make your square, so it's like the Parsvakonasana action, but walk your hand forward now. Now, we have to see that we create the weight more into the front body so we can step this back leg in. So stepping the back leg in, be on the very tippy toe until this leg becomes very light, and then taking the back leg up. Taking the back leg up and coming to your balance. Now see that you move that outer hip in strongly, roll the top shoulder back and down, and then lift that top arm up if you can. Remembering to hit all the edges, hitting into the heel of the pose, into the top leg. Spread the sole of the foot as if you're pressing it to a wall, and then lift even more in your frontal hip bone. So coming out of the pose, bending the front leg and coming into your trikonasana action. So a really big step back, taking your hand to your shin and extending in trikonasana, lifting the top hip up. And now taking a breath in and coming up into a forward facing action, jump those legs together. Just take a few breaths in between sides. So roll your shoulders back and down, lift your sternum chest, let the arms become anchored down. And as you anchor those arms down, lift your sternum chest. Okay, we're going to go again now, fingers towards your chest and jump those legs nicely, extending through the center of the body, lifting up. We come for trikonasana, turn that back foot in, hold of the front leg and foot out. Lifting up through the center of the body, hinge over into your trikonasana action. Good. Okay, and in this action, keep this back leg very strong, pushing down into the outer foot bone, lifting this top hip up nicely. And remember this outer hip of the front leg's got to move in strongly. So everything is connecting to give you that wonderful support of your balance. Placing your hand onto your hip and then bending your front leg and just be there for a moment, be there for a moment. Now reach that hand forward as you step that back leg in, step it in, and remember what we were saying, become light on that back leg, so all the weight is going forward, and then see, can you lift this back leg up nicely, extending to the heel as if you're extending that back foot to a wall. See that you move that outer hip in. Remember what we were saying in trikonasana, outer front hip in. Roll your shoulders back and down and lift that top arm up. See that you lift the very frontal area of the pelvis, top hip up strongly. So if you find the balance really difficult, take yourself to a wall, take the back to a wall, and then you'll find that you'll get all the essence of the action with support. Coming to trikonasana, nice big step back, trikonasana. Lifting the top arm up, extending through the center of the body, taking a nice deep inhalation and coming up out of the action. Turning the feet and bringing the feet together for Tadasana. Roll your shoulders back and down and just be there for a few moments. So start with the base and feel the earth side with the soles of the feet, broadening, extending and lifting through those legs. Take the weight right back into the heels, roll your shoulders back and down, and lift your sternum chest. Lift out of the pelvis so much, lift through the center of the body. Soft inhalation and exhalation. Sorry about the ambulance noise. We are on the hospital roof here, so every now and again you will hear these sirens. Okay, so we come down as a seated position now. Okay, so we come for Dandasana. So our twist today is going to be Marichyasana III. So sit in a good Dandasana, pulling the skin away from the buttock bone itself, bringing the toes towards you, extending the heels away, rolling your shoulders back and down and lifting your sternum chest. Move the abdomen towards the spine. Okay, so we come for Marichyasana III, bending your right leg, so Leo's going to bend her left leg, and hold on to the shin and lift up through the center of the body. So be aware that when you come for this twist, it's not just about taking the arm to the outer side of the thigh, it's about the whole of the spine getting that rotation. So extending your left arm up as far as you can, Now turn towards your bent leg and see that you move from your left paraspinal muscles to the outer edges. Keep turning. And then hook the arm to the outer side of the thigh. Take your back hand onto the bolster and lift up. So see that you are getting that extension through the center of the thighs, through the center of the spine, and extending the chest up towards the ceiling. Soft inhalation and exhalation. If you find this action really challenging and difficult, then you can always see that you take the inner elbow to the very top of the shin. if there's a difficulty. So Leo will just demonstrate that action. So if you're finding it challenging, then come into this preparational stage. And then releasing the legs, releasing the thighs, extending the toes towards you, extending the heels away from you. Okay, so coming from the other side now, bending your left leg and extending up. Extending, rolling your shoulders back and down, soft inhalation and exhalation. And now see that you raise up with your left arm as much as you can and get that turning action. Turn, 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 turn. Remember the paraspinals from the spine to the outer edges. If you're finding it difficult to hook that arm, then you can place the elbow first. And then bend the elbow and take it to the outer side of the thigh and lift up, lift up. Get that rotational action. Take your back hand back towards the support and lift the sternum chest so much. Remember to keep that straight leg absolutely straight and strong. Soft inhalation, soft exhalation. Okay, and now releasing calm for your Dandasana. Bring your toes towards you, lift your sternum chest. Okay, so we're going to be finishing our practice with a supine action, sukhasana in shavasana. So using the bolster for this, so hopefully you have a bolster or a couple of cushions will be absolutely fine, or a couple of pillows. And then crossing your legs, lifting the pelvis and moving your tailbone towards the bolster itself and getting that length as you come down into your supine action. Releasing down. So just being in this pose, you can set your timer for 2 minutes each side. So just let yourself sink into this action. Softening around the facial features, being aware of your breath, the soft inhalation and exhalation. So be here as long as you wish to, and then folding the legs the other way. And this really brings us to the end of our sequencing today. So we hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Namaste.